I wonder how Favonia's blade work. Yes.
Hey!
Huh?
Huh, you must be...
Honorary Knight, please. I told you not to call me that.
Knight of Favonius? Huh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The cat is at,
You... Wow,
Be patient besides.
you must... Huh, as surely...
Wait, Oh, children when I was Yes. If we plan to explore further, let's take a short break first.
Incoming!
Oh, you must be from Mondstadt. Looking at your outfit, you don't seem to be an ordinary civilian. In which case, surely, you must be an illustrious Knight of Favonius. Pardon my directness. My name is Iron Tongue Tian, and I was hoping that you could help me out.
Oh, hold on. I'm really sorry. I am not yet an official knight, but just a maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Maid? Of the Knights? A maid knight? Oh, now that is genuinely intriguing. Miss, if you're willing to help me out, I have every confidence that you will provide me with infinitely more source material than any other knight could. As you can see, I have been a local storyteller here for a long time, and, well, my audience is starting to tire of hearing the same old stories over and over again. When I saw this young lady show up just now, I was quite awestruck by her, so much so that I was suddenly inspired by the idea of writing a new book, A Knight's Journey Through Liyue. However, inspiration is just the start. I still need some material to work with. Even the most ingenious storytellers don't just come up with stories out of thin air. I do occasionally hear anecdotes about the Knights of Favonius doing the rounds here in Liyue, but they're mostly unreliable rumors, with everyone telling a different story. Far better to find an actual knight and see for myself.
But I am still not a knight yet.
Ah, don't worry about all that. As the saying goes, the story should be inspired by life, but larger than life. As the storyteller, I can change a detail or two here and add some dramatic effect there, you know.
Honorary Knight, I'm a little conflicted. What should I do? Although I should always lend a hand to anyone in need, it would be dishonest for me to pretend to be a real knight.
You understand me. Miss, rest assured that I will not put you in a difficult spot. All I'm asking you to do is to come with me to the countryside and show me some of your blade work. Let me see something new. I'll fill in all the other details, all within reason, of course.
Well, okay then, if it's just providing some initial source material.
I heard earlier from the Millilith that some hilly churls have been wreaking havoc in the countryside. Ooh, let's head over there. This looks to be the place.
Oh, if the hilly churls...
Not necessarily. Look at all the things they left here. Miss, why don't you...
Cleaning up? Well, but the hilly churls could return at any moment.
Okay. The knight's meticulous mind attended to each and every detail of her duty with the utmost care and attention. This is good. I can work with this very knightly.
Oh, you're taking notes already? Cleaning up a camp. I guess I do this kind of thing all the time. So it should be okay to include in your book.
Wonderful! I'll call this one the Indomitable Sword of Favonius.
Oh no! The hilly churls are back! Mr. Tien, please, be careful!
Sensational! I will call that one the Impregnable Shield of Chivalry. Yes, it's coming to me now. With the prescience of a prophet, the knight foresaw the precise moment of the hilly churl's return, and promptly warned the commoners to take cover. Now she stood alone, as she drew her sword and strode forward to confront the enemy. Oh, this is all great material. It's just a pity that the only enemies are these hilly churls. It needs a little more oomph. I've got it. Would the two of you be able to give me some kind of mementos?
Mementos?
That's right, mementos. Though the story is a work of fiction, the more real it feels, the more engaging it will be. Some sort of battle trophy to display before the audience, would really seal the deal.
Okay, so something like a hilly churl mask or an arrowhead?
If it's all the same to you, I was thinking more along the lines of, well, maybe a component from that ruin god. Yes, you've got it. You really understand where I'm coming from. I should write down my new ideas before I forget them. Just hand the chaos device to me once you've managed to obtain it. Oh, such mighty power, so battered and bruised. I just need to embellish it a little further and this will be perfect.
Embellish it? Even further? Well, as long as I have been able to help you with your creative process.
Of course you have. Okay, I know where I'm going with this story now. I need to get back and start writing. Oh, and if the two of you have any free time later, stop by Third Round Knockout and you can hear me tell my new story.
Oh, I wonder how Why don't we go back to Liyue Harbor and listen for ourselves?
With a roar like thunder, iron clashed with iron. Then 4 gigantic fists came pounding into the ground with a force beyond what could be put into words. So colossal was their weight, and so earth-shattering their impact. Such unthinkable power could easily cleave a stone peak right off the top of a mountain. Any ordinary human would either be torn to pieces in an instant, or at the very least, suffer indescribable injuries. But not so the knight from beyond the border. She did not flinch in the face of the flying iron fists, but sank instead into a low, fighting stance. And with one swift sweep of her sword, the clash of metal erupted once more as dust billowed all around. Moments later, there was a deep and dull thud as the dust dispersed to reveal 2 pairs of iron claws lying lifeless on the ground. Such is the awesome power of the impregnable shield of chivalry, an esoteric martial technique practiced exclusively by the Knights of Mondstadt. The knight barely had time to catch her breath before a dark shadow leaped up before her into the sky, blotting out the sun and turning day into night. It was a ruin hunter. But she was no ordinary knight, and in her heart she declared, "I have nothing to fear." With an almighty battle cry, she unleashed the indomitable sword of Favonius. Beams of golden light shone out in all directions. A gust of wind raced through the battlefield. Sparks flew, and debris fell.
One knight against 2 ruin guards? And a ruin hunter? Surely that must be an exaggeration.
I suppose these stories are supposed to be taken with a grain of salt.
Is this about me? What is he talking about? Oh no, this won't do. I must ask him to rewrite the story.
Hard to believe? Then feast your eyes on this. This is solid proof of the Maid Knight's journey to Liyue. A fragment of a ruin god's armor, cut from its carcass by a blow of her blade in the midst of her death-defying battle.
That is part of a ruin guard. A friend of a relative in the Millelith told me about these. Whoa.
It's real, all right. Look at the cuts on it. Fresh from the battlefield.
I must explain to Mr. Tien. Honesty, modesty. These are the virtues cherished by the knights.
Hey, would you look at that? That girl over there looks uncannily similar to the knight from the story.
Oh, I'd say more than just similar. She's the spitting image. Oh, should we get an autograph? Oh, it's definitely her. The legendary Maid Knight.
Huh? Oh, okay.
And so, the knight went west from Stone Gate with her sword in hand and scaled the mountains of a vast new land. A legend from the moment she set foot in Liyue. Tales of the adventures of the Maid Knight would be talked about for hundreds of generations. Stay tuned for the next chapter.
Made another handsome.
Born of Ice and Frost. Next on the agenda. A thesis on chivalry. So much to learn before the exam. I've been busy, but the exam is drawing nearer and... Right, even though it's just that I've failed several times in the past. No, this is my... Plus, there is... But, on the day of the... based on the night's schedule, But it's just happening, even though I've planned... Well, there's always coffee if I feel sleepy. No, it won't. Did I get too... No. I apologize for letting you see me. But every time I think of the... But in the end, I keep finding new ways and... Oh, you mean studying isn't the only preparation I should be doing? Oh, if I don't overcome my fear of the exam, I will just repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Whenever I encounter something unexpected, I can't think straight. And whenever I start worrying that I might fail again, my mind goes completely blank. Imagine myself passing the exam. What kind of night I, I always thought that just qualifying to be a knight was challenging enough to begin with. The knight that I want to be someday. An outrider? I'm sure Amber would be happy to see the outriders grow as a team, but my strengths are not in scouting and luring the enemy, and I'm not as agile as Amber. However, I did once get Amber to teach me how to make Baron Bunnies. If I were to use Baron Bunny to lure the enemy away and protect my fellow knights, I suppose I could do it. I still have some of the materials we used when she taught me. There's just a few extra things I'd need. Making the stuffing requires pyro slime condensate, and the red dye used to grab the enemy's attention can be It's just that dried valberries are not very suitable for making dye. I'll need to get some fresh, so let's start by...
But I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh good. It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard. Oh, the sun's out.
Yes, this should be plenty of valberries. Oh, pyro slimes. Perfect. They can provide us with another ingredient we need.
Speed of light! Hey!
Pyro slime condensate, crushed valberries. Good. Through here. Conceal the stitch. Not far from it. I know it looks the part on the outside, but I still don't know if it will really work. There should be a hilichurl camp nearby. The hilichurls are coming back. Let's see if the Baron Bunny gets their attention. What's going on? They're completely ignoring the Baron Bunny. They're coming this way. Watch out!
Yeah, incoming.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, it neither attracted their attention nor exploded. In the end, all I managed to recreate was the outward appearance. I suppose the conclusion is I can't become an outrider like Amber. Oh, maybe I'm not yet ready, but I just can't think of what else I could do. Every time I've looked forward to passing the exam, I always ended whenever I remember that feeling of disappointment. I stopped being able to think about what kind of knight I could become. Master Jean? How could I ever become someone great like her? Master Jean is a pillar of the Knights of Favonius, and a great source of inspiration to me. If I could gain even one or two of her qualities, I would be very happy. The thought of becoming a knight just like her in every way? Oh, I could never achieve that. You think so? I suppose if the goal is set so high that I couldn't hope to achieve it immediately, I won't be too disappointed day to day. But where to start? I can't imagine what I would need to do to become more like Master Jean. Oh, that's true. Master Jean is always lending a hand to citizens in need. So strong, but so gentle too. I still don't think I can do what Master Jean does, but at least I could start by trying to be gentle like her. Okay, then let's head back to Mondstadt and see if anyone needs help.
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen?
I'm sorry, Marjorie. I was focused solely on chatting with Quinn. I didn't see anything else at all. If you're out of other options, maybe you could get help from the Knights? I'm sure if Master Jean heard about it, she'd help you find it in...
Thanks. I'll check with a few more people.
Alright, well, I hope it turns up
Maybe I should just tell the next...
Miss Marjorie, are you in need of assistance?
Oh, Noelle. Since you asked, I seem to have misplaced a monocle that I imported from Sumeru. I was organizing the stock that had just arrived, and because the monocle was so fragile, I took it out, wiped it, and put it aside. But then, I went to get it after I was done with the stock, and it was gone. I've asked around, but no one seems to have any idea where it could be. Anything like this? Well, it's not completely unheard of. You know my store. There are all sorts of exotic items. In the past, I've lost a carved wooden perch and some boneware, but it's...
May I ask, where were the missing items recovered from?
Oh, the wooden perch was mistaken for a real fish by Margaret's cat. And as for the bone...
Oh no, we mustn't increase Jean's workload any... Master Jean's time should be spent on more important things. Miss Marjorie, would you... I may not be as efficient as Master Jean, but I will do my very best to help you find it.
Oh, of course that's okay. But isn't asking Noelle the same thing as asking the Knights?
I'd better gather some more information before heading out. As well as confirming some details regarding the monocle itself, we should find out as much as possible from Marjorie about the circumstances under which it went missing.
So, do you have some ideas on where to start? Ask me whatever you want to know. I'll answer to the best of my memory. A missing item. Well, it's a monocle to start with. And since it came from Sumeru, the design should be fairly recognizable. As for other distinguishing features, it's very light and it's very small. I had my head down and I was busy working through the stock. I didn't see anything that was going on around me. But the street is so busy that surely someone would have noticed if it had been stolen. Oh, now that you mention it, I do remember hearing some kind of flapping sound. The sound went as soon as it came, and I was...
Honorary Knight, shall we go head in that direction and make some inquiries? Maybe we'll find some clues.